Okay. Alrighty. We're in.
I'm back. I'm on Helen's phone. I'm so sorry. For some reason, it locked me out. Everyone's going to go mad at me. Can you hear me now?
Laura.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to have to Danny. You take the host because I'm not clear either.
Hold on, let me try and move again. Moving.
Sorry guys, bear with us. Actually, I'm not going to do that because she's not even. Kelly, I can see you on my screen. Can I give you the host just to host this? Because my signal is bad for Laura to come on.
Is it my signal that is wrong or Fiona's?
No, it's Fiona's. We can hear you fine. It's okay.
All right, okay. Okay, I did have a lovely presentation this evening, so I apologise. Technical hitch. I am actually alone. I just had to sneak into somebody else's room where the boys are just to come and do this call. The reason that I'm not at home doing this is because Helen Thackett is actually going to promote to district manager this evening, so I'm at two places at once. So this is how our business can go. So I apologise, and they've literally, bless them, they've just left the room. Good husband. So I'm here all alone in the room now. Right then, okay. So I did have a presentation.
Sorry, Laura. Laura, do you want me to record?
Yes, please, if you can. It's on the phone.
Okay. Can everyone else mute, please? Thank you very much. I'm just about to hit record. Thank you, guys.
Kelly, it is recording, lovely, but no one's muted. So whoever's the host, if they go to participants and you talk.
It's me. I'm the host.
Okay. I think it started recording from the beginning.
Oh, does it? Okay. Just recording them. Thank you, guys. Sorry. As you were.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry,
Welcome
Laura.
It's okay. Thank you for holding the fort for me. Bless you. Good Arbonne friends we have. So it is April the 23rd. Already, I didn't believe that we're nearly done. We had an incredible Easter bank holiday. The weather was absolutely glorious, and we had an incredible offer with the protein shakes in the bar. So I hope everybody took advantage of that. So, like I say, I did have an amazing presentation on my laptop, but obviously I'm on my phone, so I can't actually see everything on there. So I'd just like to give a massive, massive warm welcome to everybody who's joined the team in this last week. Like I say, free sign up at the moment. So there's loads of people have been joining the two nations. Like, I don't know what the numbers are. I'm sure, Fiona, you can be able to tell, like hundreds and hundreds of people have been joining. And like I say, we'll be sharing that at Nation Training next month as well. So if you've joined in the last week of Arbonne into this incredible nations, massive congratulations, because it's going to be the most exciting time of your life. Everyone's so lovely. If you need any help or advice or anything, or you can see my biceps, thank you. So that Arbonne nutrition. I think this top doesn't flatter me for my arms, but thank you. So massive, massive, massive warm welcome to the team, and we can't wait for this journey that you're going to be on. If anybody's hit Roger Bannister or hit their bonuses this month as well, like I say, massive, massive congratulations, because it shows that you work in your business and, like I say, you push it to the next level. So another congratulations to everybody. Like, massive success is happening within the two nations, and I'm so proud of everyone. So actually, my training this evening is, what does success look like to you? And like I say, we had an incredible calls the last couple of weeks as well, like we had Carol last week talking about where you are in your business and don't let where you're positioning your business, define where you're going to be at the end of the month. Absolutely love that. And then Jay did another amazing call the other day, just talking about giving you ideas. So I'm like sat thinking, what am I going to train on? And I don't know what came to me, but it was just like, what does success look like to you? Because it's a really, I can't see. There we go, I can see. What does success look like to you? Because we can see like the regions, the areas, the nations, and we just think that they've just arrived. But actually, they've gone through a massive process, like a long process of rejection, frustration, lots of different failure, sacrifices. They've had to give up certain, like, sacrifice maybe time with their family, and this is the part of success. I would have actually shown you a lovely slideshow, but like I say, obviously I'm not on my laptop. So my title was, what does success look like to you? People just think it's a straight line, but actually it's up, down, squiggle, back, forward. And this is what you've got to realise, that success. And the people who have been and got there to like regions and nations, they've had more failure than anybody else. They've had more rejection than we all know about this, but it's just to get you in that mindset of when things go wrong, it's a part of the process and you just have to embrace it rather than blaming and thinking hurt or it's not working for me. It's just a part of the journey. So it's just embracing the journey. So this is the picture I'd like to show you. Let me just turn it around. So if you can see this, it says here what it really looks like. So you can see the line, what people think success is, and then what it actually is. And like I say, it's squiggle up and down, emotions, setbacks, hard times, frustration. Like I say, you might think that you're not getting anywhere, but actually everything is working. And it's just sometimes it can be just like testing you to see how bad you actually want this Arbonne thing, and how, like, sometimes, like I say, all the successful people like Richard Branson and all them, like they know that you have to fail to move forward. So just get used to it. Fail forward, they say. So if something doesn't work, just reflect and then just think, actually, there's another way how I meant to do it. So this is another lovely slide of mine. So failure is a part of success here. So failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of success. So if things are not working, things are not happening, just know that you're actually on the right path, because you know that, like I say, failure is a part of this journey with Arbonne, and you do have to embrace it. And like I say, this is where the mindset, the personal development work comes into it, that this will help you go through those obstacles, go through those experiences that you might be experiences, to think, actually, this is part of, like, all those, sorry, I'm just saying, all the big people in the big companies, they've had things like people who've experienced hard times, experienced frustration, where they've had to come back to the drawing board when things are not working. So when you're thinking about building a multi-billion trillion dollar business, expect things to things might not always go your way. And like I say, here's a great example as well. What's success? It's not all just the shiny big carrot showing off on front. Actually, look, it's the little carrot which got huge growth and depth within his carrot, but might just have a little bit of a pruny stem. So it's just showing the contrast on there. I love that. It says success, it's not always what you see. So like I say, we're doing the do. We've got an amazing tracker which we all follow. So those new people who may have started last week, there's a tracker which is a simple system where you reach out to different people, your clients, such as you can have product drops, one-to-ones, parties, launches. So there's loads of different things which your consultant can help you guide you to success on this business journey that you're on. So key to success is a little wheel here. So obviously we have to work, and obviously the next one, working, is basically doing income producing activity such as client product drops, launches, DAs, getting that business presentation in front of as many people as you can, getting the products on many people as you can. That is our job. Like I say, we are just the messenger, and what they do with the information once we've done it, like, it's up to them. But we're there to, like I say, there is another way to life. It doesn't have to be like the 9 to 5 grind that most people are in. There is another way, and we're just the messenger. If they want it, we can show them a way to have it. So the next one goes on to improve, always improve. So improving our knowledge about our skills about the products as well, the business industry, improving you to have that conviction. Like, the people on the call, if you're a new consultant, like, are you using all the products? Because you need to speak from clarity and conviction that the products are amazing, and the only way you're going to have that conviction is by using them and trying them yourself. So you do have to go first. I spoke to another consultant earlier today, and I was like, this business won't work unless you're using the products, because you're not being sincere, for one. And like I say, it is a product driven company, and if you're saying to someone, oh, this foundation's amazing, and you're using a different brand, it doesn't look very good on you. So be the product of the product, embrace everything. The source has so much information on there about business, how the products work. Like, Arbonne's done all the back work and hard work for you. All you've got to do is go out there and share these amazing products in this business model. So the next one talks about focus, so laser focus. So when we start this business, we all come in with like dreams and desires, and sometimes things happen. Like, if you've been at Arbonne for a while, something might take you off the path to redirect your attention. I'd say so it's just making sure that you are focused of where you are going, and and be aware if you are getting distracted to ping yourself back to know that you need to put yourself back on track. So staying focused is 100% crucial as well. As I say, doing the personal development, showing up on these calls, doing the tracker, like I say, and keeping in contact with your upline in your team, because like I say, we're all independent consultants, and we might have people in our team. And if you are a new consultant or a consultant, reach out to your upline, because they want to hear from you. Like, if you don't message your upline, they don't know that you really want it, and don't think that you're burdening them, because you're not. We love it. All the consultants say, even the regions, areas, district, we love it when we bring a new person on board and they're hungry for Arbonne, when they're messaging you, when they're literally messaging all the time on like WhatsApp groups, turning into events. They're just hungry to learn and just to be in that habit of really plugging into the network. You've got a great community of people where you can bounce ideas off, share your thoughts, ideas, what's working, what's not, and just share it. Like, Danny Wells is an amazing example of sharing things that's worked for her, and she'll share it for people to see if it works for them. And like I say, Danny never keeps anything to herself. She always shares everything, and that's like a great quality that Danny has. So thank you, Danny. So the next one is passion. Like, passion, people can hear your conviction, passion, enthusiasm when you know that you're being surrounded by the community of people in Arbonne. Like I say, using the products, like going to a big event. So if you haven't already thinking about going to AAC, I know a lot of us are going to Vegas as well, like in less than a month's time. Can't wait for that. Got so many people in the nations that are walking the stage. So if you haven't, I think there's a few people are still waiting to get a ticket, but I'm sure they will get there. Let's fingers crossed. But this is going to grow your passion and conviction going to these events such as AAC and Vegas. Like, I know a lot of people already know this, but you've just got to reaffirm yourself that this is the place to be. Next one is push. It's going to be hard times, guys. Like, it's not easy. We always say, like a lot of the VPs say, it's not easy. You're going to have setbacks. You are going to push through things that you don't really want to, and you probably want to do things that you don't want to do, and that's a part of the process as well. Like I say, I'm actually at a launch, but I spoke to Fiona and I was like, I know that I have to be with Helen tonight, but I also had to do this course. And Fiona's like, no, you're right, you definitely have to go. So I'm actually at a launch and still doing nation training, and my little girl's here as well. And it is half term, so it's kind of like juggling, but I know how important it is to push through those. I could have just said, no, I'm not going tonight as an excuse, but I didn't. And thanks to Fiona, she was like, no, you do need to go there. So thank you, Fiona. So like I say, Fiona just gave me that push. So I know, I'm aware of my language. That's why, Jennifer Cowie. No thinking and no trying. They're like no words in my vocabulary. So it's quite actually interesting about vocabulary and how you how you talk to yourself and how you talk to others. So you might be aware of people saying I'm struggling, or it's hard, or it's tough, no one listens. Like, you are confirming the evidence out there for it to be like that. So just be a bit more aware of what you're saying. So when I hear try, like, I pick people up on try, I don't really like that word, so be aware of what you're saying. So serve as well, so we're all serving one another. Like, I know tonight that I had to be with my new district manager to serve her, because I'm the evidence. It was much powerful if I showed up for her launch tonight rather than her doing it on her own, and I've got to make sure that I'm got her back, and like I said, this business works. So are you serving your team as much as you can be? Ideas, like always sharing ideas to help other people grow. Like I say, people might pop ideas onto the group that work for you. People might put things that might not work for you. You've just got to find your way of doing things, and once you're good at something, like I say, some people might be good at skincare, some might be good at nutrition, some might be good at makeup. It's finding your little niche and then expanding out into those areas. So in the early days, I used to get a bit bamboozled by, I've got nutrition, I've got skincare, I've got makeup. I'm like, what is my thing? And my thing is, and I used to really it used to be like a bit of a, I know I should be doing more about skincare and makeup actually, but my passion is nutrition. And once I've spoke about nutrition, then I expand into skincare and makeup and talk about it like that. So that's how I knew how to find my way. So if you're feeling a bit bamboozled maybe, or overwhelmed that there's so many things to talk about, just find your way that you can actually talk about things easily and what you're passionate about. Persistence, you definitely need persistence in this business. Persistence and consistency. So we've got an amazing tracker, and the only reason how people go to area and VP and national vice president is because they persisted. It's not how fast you get somewhere, it's because they kept going. If you got the knockbacks, they still stood there, kept standing and kept going. And that's all what success is, just being persistent and consistent. And if you have setbacks, stand back up and be firm and just say, you're not going to take me down. I know it can be an emotional roller coaster. There's a great book that Fiona shared last week about entrepreneurial roller coaster, and it talks about the emotions. And there's a great saying from Jim Rohn where he talks about when you're having huge success on such a massive high and you're thinking everything's cruising, just be aware that a low's going to come. So he's in those high times, you've got to work your hardest, because you know a low is just about to come, maybe a little bit of a dip's meant to be just around the corner. So say it is a journey, it is a roller coaster, but you just got to embrace it and just know that things don't, having a high doesn't always last forever, and having a low doesn't have to always last forever either. It's just the motions. And once you start getting to this pattern of okay, and just know that you are being as present and not worrying about what's going to happen next month, or what happened last month, or what happened at the last launch, or what happened to the last person I spoke to. Just be present and just have a firm belief that you are meant to be, and everything's fine of where you are. So the next one is, why did you start Arbonne? Why did you? And sometimes you really have to affirm back to why you did start Arbonne, because like I say, through those days of business, when things might not be going your way, you have to be make a conscious effort and have that concrete, firm belief. Why did you do this? Through my Arbonne, I've been doing Arbonne 5 years, and don't get me wrong, there's been some tricky times, but I remembered why I was doing this, and I was doing this for me and my family, for Sophia. And if I quitted on Arbonne, I'd be quitting on her, and I did no way wanted to do that. So find why. Always think, when you're having those days maybe that you might not be feeling or whatever, just think, why am I actually doing Arbonne? Because that will push you forward to give you that leap to continue. And brainstorm, get round with people. If you're feeling you need some bounce your energy off people, just speak to your upline or get to an event, because your energy level needs to be picked up so much. So this is the success is an iceberg. So as you can see, nice, successful, big, massive iceberg, what people see, but they don't see what happened all underneath, and that's exactly how success is. So underneath the surface is persistence, failure, sacrifices, good habits, hard work, dedication, like that track is like your best habit that you could possibly have. Yeah, you might have to sacrifice spending some time with the family, so you could actually eventually in a few years you'll be living as much time freedom as you possibly can, but you might have to sacrifice that Friday night to go and do a launch. Failure, we talked about failure earlier. Failing is a part of the process of success. Be persistent, just keep going when things, if people knock you down, get back up. And to be honest, if it was anything to do with my friends and family, I'd probably be homeless and on the streets. So don't think that if your family is not supportive, like most people's aren't, and if you do have a really supportive family, be very blessed, because it's like I say, we love it when family are on board and get it, because it doesn't come around very often. So just know that you are at the right place at the right time, in the right business with the right people. Like in the next couple of years, most people are going to be involved in network marketing companies, and it's our job to make sure that they're in the right one. Like Arbonne is attractive on so many levels, such as the car, the lifestyle, the freedom, the choices, the holidays, the Tiffany, the jewelry. Like who wouldn't want it? And there's other companies out there who are offering like a cycle bike or a pink pig to rock and roll around in. So you've got to be just conscious that most people are going to be involved, so it's just our job to make sure that they're in the right one. And like I say, talking about the aspect of dedication, it's looked like in my early days in Arbonne, like Sophia used to be with me all the time, late nights, like really, like when you're pushing for that promotion, like I wasn't going to bed till at least 2 a.m. in the morning. Like Sophia was getting dragged here. Life balance, like balance of life is like upside down. Like we've seen it, we've heard it from the other VPs and areas, like the kids not getting fed properly, the washing's not getting done, it's just chaos, and this is what it is. So when you're in that state, just know that you're on to something absolutely amazing. And then this one is just talking about never giving up. It's saying like you have to keep going, talking about persistence. And the bottom one is a great example that he just gave up, but look how close he was to having that amazing, all those diamonds and freedom of life, but he just kept going, where you got someone else who just kept going and going and going and going and going. Like, you know, if you just kept going on this journey with Arbonne, you are going to have the best freaking life possible. Like, I'm unrecognisable to some of my friends and family. Like, I can't believe you did it. And then I've met another lady today, when I was talking to someone about 7-day cleanse and stuff. They're like, yeah, it's really great how you and Danny have managed to create this in Melton. And I was like, it's just because we kept going, even through the naysayers who said it won't work. Like, we even get things said to us now, like, but we just know that when people are saying stuff, it's just a reflection of themselves, and just like, we know where this business is. And like I say, we know that there's still loads of more people in the whole of the UK and the world that haven't heard about Arbonne. And then, like I say, someone did say it on a call the other day, I think it might have been Danny, or saying something about like, not everyone is designed to do Arbonne, and we totally get that. Like I say, we still need teachers and doctors and nurses to go and do that role, because if we were poorly, we still need those people. But the ones who are hungry for this life, like, know that you can have it. And like I say, it's in with arm's reach. So never ever give up. Once you've committed to this Arbonne, please, 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 that's one gift for me, I treasure for you to have, is just keep going and never giving up on your dreams. So this one is talking about believe, and it talks about growing yourself. So believe that you can do it, and you've already halfway there. So like I say, you've committed to this, you've started to this business now, like I say, and the only thing, like, people actually are waiting for you to quit, believe it or not. But you are firm in your ground. Like, when I started, people thought I was absolutely bonkers. I was like, oh my God, like, Arbonne's going to like transform my life. I'm going to be driving around in an R8. I'm going to be traveling all over the world. All my friends thought I was absolutely crackers. But actually, I've seen someone today and they're like, actually, I'm glad. I'm like, can you remember when I used to say all this? He went, yeah, I did think you was a bit crazy, but actually, he goes, fair play to you. I went, yeah, and I'm like, I'm so glad that their fears or hesitation or doubts of this industry, or that they couldn't do it, didn't knock mine, because I had that belief, that concrete, firm desire that I wanted this life and I wanted it. I didn't really care what anybody else said. I knew because I saw so many other people having it. So have that belief that this business is for you and for your family to have an incredible life. So last bit finishing off is talking about enjoy the journey. Don't worry about the potholes, enjoy the journey. It's like I say, I've spoke about setbacks and things like that, and it's just a part of the journey, so just embrace it. Don't let, like say, doubt take you out. Don't let things happen take you out. It's just a part of the journey, and just embrace it and just think, okay. And in all things, if things are happening, it's just lessons, okay? Life is just about lessons. If something's happening again and again and again, reflect and just take a step back and think, actually, why does that keep coming up? Why am I not learning it? Because sometimes it keeps happening because you're not learning the lesson. So just think, actually, how can I do it a different way? And like just say, it's just like problem solving, really. Like I say, another one, enjoy the journey, just embrace it. You're surrounded by so many incredible leaders and all wanting the best for you. And like I say, just speak up. If you don't feel, just reach out to people. If you're might have like mental blocks or anywhere where you are in the business, just really reach out to people because we all want the best for you. And then the last bit, it says, at first they will ask why you're doing it, and then later they'll ask you how you did it. And that is so true for those people who've been in the business for a while. They're like, how did you do it? Like today, that girl's like, I'm just amazed, like, how have you even done it? So powerful. And like I say, you've got to be leading from the front. And like I just say, you've got to go first. It's the same with life. If you haven't done the nutrition, you have to go first. Like I said to someone today, again, like you have to do the new nutrition if you want people to buy the nutrition, because like people are waiting for you. And like for us, like me and all the other nations, like we went first to show that this business actually works, and you know it does, but you have to embrace and step into your power to know that you can do this. For me, the naysayers spur me on more to prove them wrong, where there might be other reasons why you do this business, but actually when someone says you can't do it, I'm like, I'll watch me, I can do it. That's just my personality. But so everyone works in different ways, so just give them a good show. And there's a great book called The 10X Rule, where you put something about Arbonne business, and like I say, there might be the products and people are like, oh, what are they doing? And then it'll get to another point where you think that you're annoying them, and then eventually once after that stage they'll be like, what are you going on about? I think I need to get involved in this. So like I say, like Arbonne is all about exposures, and you just got to be conscious that if someone's not ready for the business yet, it's just that they haven't had enough exposures, or they've had not enough exposures about the products or the industry. So like I say, there's a tracker which will help you understand the different exposures that people need to be having to make them have a closer decision to take a look at, one, looking at the products, and two, looking at the business. So it's just a process. Enjoy it. Arbonne is amazing. The best life, the best people. Like you just will have the best life ever. I'm so grateful. I'm just going to turn the camera around. Okay, can you hear me? So that was my training for tonight. That's it. So it was just really talking about enjoy the journey, what is success, and just being aware that there is stumbling blocks, but keep persisting through it. You honestly deserve to have this incredible life that you have with Arbonne, I promise. Like I say, there's one gift that I could give you is courage to just step out of your comfort zone. And if you are out your comfort zone, that means you're growing and learning. So just embrace it. And if you're feeling scared, that's a good thing, okay? Because you know that great things are happening. Nothing happens in a comfort zone. We have to step out of our comfort zone to grow. Let's say when I very first started, I was really, I was talking to the girls downstairs doing a launch, and I was saying I was really shy, I didn't speak. Like for this business, like I'm empowered because I know where I'm going. I can speak with conviction, I can speak with passion, clarity, and hope for people that they can have that life that you all deserve. So just know that. So I'm your biggest cheerleader. You can do it. We've still got a week or so more left of April, so rock it out, because you can do it. Come on, get that chimpy back inside and say bye-bye, and just embrace and just step into your power, because you deserve this incredible life that Arbonne gives you, okay? So thank you, everybody. for this evening's call. I hope you've learned something, enjoyed it, took some knowledge from it. Like I say, I'm your biggest cheerleader, and like I say, I can't wait for month end to see so many successes. There's so many shout outs I want to give for people going area, district, region qual, nation qual, starting their business. Like, you've got this, you've got just over a week to go, and I can't wait to celebrate with all of you at the end of the month and at Nation Training. So thank you everybody for this evening. Any questions, please let me know and I can help you. And who's recording, you can stop recording.